Alrighty, how's everybody doing tonight? So, last night we tried out black-red and red-white prowess. We had better success with red-white than we did black-red, but I felt black-red was the stronger of the two. And tonight we're going to continue with the prowess party, testing out blue-red and mono-red, so we get a feel for all four versions of the deck. We're going to start off the night with some blue-red. For a quick little overview, for those who don't know what Prowess is, it's a deck where you play a bunch of spells using you play a bunch of spells to grow your creatures, and your creatures are Stormwing Entity, Sprite Dragon, Monastery Swiftspear, and Soulscar Mage. All in all, we're looking at 15 creatures. And then for our spells, we've got Metamorphose as a redraw. We've got Opt as a way to scry and draw, so basically redraw. Then we've got Gut Shot and Mutagenic as 0 mana spells because Phyrexian mana is fair and balanced. We've got Lightning Bolts as a way to deal damage. We've got Lava Darts because they're a great way to deal damage and then recur because we run Mountains. You've got Light Up the Stage as a way to draw more, and then as another way to draw more, you run Bedlam Reveler because we've got, 25 spells in the deck? It's a little on the land light side of things. But also, we don't run any basic islands, so we can get kind of blood mooned out of playing these Stormwing Entities and Sprite Dragons. Granted, we can still produce the mana needed to cast those off of Metamorphose, so we're okay. And then as far as sideboard's concerned, we've got Kozilek's Return as a way to board wipe, because it's a colorless 2 damage to everything. Dragon's Claw in case we run into Prowess Mirrors as a way to gain some life against red decks. A Braid as a way to destroy our opponent's Dragon's Claws, or things like Chalice of the Void on 1, because as you can see, that would really hurt us, as we've got 26 1-drops. Aether Gusts in case they're red or green type deck where we need to stop them from casting things. Spell Pierce is just a way to stop opponents from casting non-creature spells, and then Tormod's Crypt is a way to deal with Lurrus or Uro or graveyard strategies. All in all, the list looks pretty fair. Let's hop into some leagues and see how well we can fare. Okay, we lost the die roll sadly, but we shall see. Triple Soulscar Mage is interesting. I think that we will mulligan from the aspect of this is a 1-lander. This is a bit land heavy, but we'll go ahead and keep bottom Mesa. We don't need that stop on our opponent's turn anymore. Oh gosh, Inquisition. So they take our Sprite Dragon and we are doing nothing for quite some time. Okay. Or we'll just casually draw a Monastery Swiftspear. Rah. Attack opponent for 1. It's not much, but it'll do. They have a Marsh Flats. Into nothing. Makes me think they might be like a rack type deck. They have the push, that's fine. They go ahead and crack their fetch land. Let's see if they get a basic. Okay. So it's probably not rack with white. I don't know what they are. Inquisition, you hit a lava dart because I've hit lands. Then Stoneforge. Uses Stoneforge, goes and gets probably Batterskull here. Yep. I need to find an out. This card is not currently active. Yep. So that Batter Skull comes down, and we're looking at nada. There's an Orborg. Stoneforge doesn't come in. Soulscar Mage is interesting, as seeing that we can't play out this Bedlam Reveler. Can, however, play a Soulscar. Do that, pass the turn. Opponent's gonna put in Batter Skull at the end step here. Yep. Good old living weapon. Now they've got themselves a 4/4 with lifelink and vigilance. And a Lily downtick. Yep. Just not that strong of a start from us. We go down to 15, they go up to 22. Blue, blue, 1, 2, 3. Scry 2. Not opposed to those. I guess we could have gone for the Lava Dart, so that way we didn't have to discard this Reveler. That was a mistake on our part. So they do run Smallpox, and they run a second Smallpox. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just concede. We've lost this. Just not a strong hand against what our opponent was doing. They showed us that they're a Pox strategy, so we can bring in these Spell Pierces as a way to interrupt them. They don't cast red spells. They don't do things with the graveyard. They might have Brack, but I don't want to hedge our bets on a maybe. As far as what we're cutting, Burst Lightning seems bad. So does... Yeah, we'll cut and we'll cut a Gut Shot over cutting Mutagenic. We just need to keep a hand that's not so land heavy. Okay. We'll take the play here. We got 2 lands, we got a Soulscar Mage, we got to light up the stage, we got Lava Darts, yeah. We've got ourselves a pretty good hand to start with here. Assuming this Soulscar Mage gets to live a turn. Orborg push. AA, Lubby. Hot Seas. Okay, so they'll take probably light up the stage here. Yep, they take our additional draw. Understandable. And now we've got... Okay. So if we go for the Spire Bluff, go double red, tap here, do this, go red, red. If it would let us, yield to the Soulscar Mage. Red, red. We draw land, that's not great. Go there. Go there. I know we're going a bit in on this mage right at the start, which isn't great. But we do get in for 4. And we'll be able to flash back using these mountains that we've got in our hand. There's the push. We'll play out the islet and wait. Okay, there's a flagstones. Makes me think smallpox. Nope, lily. Okay, lily upticks. We discard bloodstained mire. They pitch a swamp. We'll draw ourselves an additional card there. Okay. Bolt's not awful to see. Bolt allows us to play out the Soulscar Mage and kill this Lily before Lily gets to do anything unfair. Yes, it costs us a mountain to do so, but we do keep the Soulscar Mage around. Problem is now we are out of gas. They draw a card with Silent Clearing, meaning they're looking for answers too. Black smallpox us. Yep. So we're down to one land, which isn't great. And they get to sacrifice their flagstones, meaning they didn't lose anything other than their discard. Opponent is at 11, though. We are 3 lands away. Fun. Swing it sideways, see if we connect. We do. We sadly can't use this card in our hand. Opponent seems to be flooding out. They activate the Shambling Vent. Makes sense as it's got lifelink, so they'll be gaining 1 life a turn until we can kill their Shambling Vent. Okay. We're still not in a good spot here. We need like bolt off the top here so that we can bolt their Shambling Vent. Because once we can do that and they lose their clock. Okay, we now just need a spell. More specifically, either a Manamorphose spell or Mutagenic / Gut Shot. They draw off of clearing. They use Lingering Souls, sure. They flash it back. Alright. They've got themselves a pretty strong clock now. That is like the worst draw we could have. So what? They'd have to quad block to trade since we have Dart. We'll wait. Okay. This is just lifelink, right? Okay. Has the purge. Okay. We go down to 11. And this we can't cast. Okay. So we're taking 6, going down to 5. And then we take 5 die. And we can take 4 and live. I mean, that's a card. Let's go about it this way then. Deal 1 to that spirit. Play out Bedlam Reveler. We'll discard the Stormwing, draw 3. Get lands that we can't really use. Cast with Flashback. And we can wait, that's an instant. Paying costs. Each opponent sacrifices, exile all cards. I'm gonna go ahead and dart. Sorry, I'm not dead on board. We have to sack the Reveler. We lose our graveyard. We go down to 1. All right. We're at 1. We need to deal with 2 creatures plus that Shambling Vent. There is no way to do this properly, is there? We can deal with the creature. We can block the Shambling Vent. But we still die. Okay, we're going to be drawing lands anyway. There we go. Losing to black-white smallpox? Anyway, mainly just because I didn't keep a strong enough hand game 1, and then game 2, our hand was weak to 1 removal spell, and they had a removal spell. That's what I get for being greedy. Onwards to game 2. We did not win the die roll. So we've got to try to win on the draw. And it doesn't have any threat and is a 1-lander. This is a quick and easy mulligan. One land, but opt to try to get us there. We'll keep. We can bottom dart. Another silent clearing deck. Sigarda's Aid. Okay. Okay, I don't like what this is doing. This is a hammer deck. We will go Islet Pass to try to kill any hammer. There's the Nexus. And there's a Mystic. Stoneforge Mystic goes and grabs probably Colossus Hammer. Swiftfoot Boots. Okay. Hexproof and Haste, huh? Meaning that they probably have the hammer. Okay. We will go ahead and just pass the turn back here. I'm real scared of dying to this Inkmoth Nexus if they animate it and throw a hammer and try to throw a hammer onto it. Okay, they play out Paladin. They get in for one. We won't block it. So the issue is, do we take out their draw engine that they have with Paladin, or do we take out the hold this bolt for a Nexus if they try to Nexus kill us? Swift Spear, combat. Swing with them both. Give opponent the opportunity to throw their Pure Steel Paladin into our creatures. Looks like they will. We'll go ahead and mutagenic the one that isn't attached or being blocked. So they could flash in a hammer. Okay. And this is whenever equipment, you may attach it. So this is a triggered ability, right? Because this will have to enter the battlefield. And then we're targeting there. So they draw, they lose their hammer. And then we hit for 5. Not a bad turn. Hope they don't have second hammer here. Okay. Reveal second hammer. Cool. They animate, they swing, they play the hammer, they equip the hammer to the Ink Moth. We get hit for a 10-10 with Infect. I know how that deck works. Braids definitely come in. Revelers are slow, so are Stormwing entities. We'll cut one entity, one Reveler. We could run Kozilek's Return as a way to keep their creatures in line. We could run Spell Pierce as a way to stop them from casting their enchantments and their search effects. I don't know how much we want to dilute our deck, though. We'll just run it like so. Take the play. We've got blah, blah, blah. Sure. It's a bit light, but it's not impossible. So planes into Forge Tender. Okay. Swift Spear. This way we're just not caught with our pants down. I don't think they have any creature with haste. They go for the block. Makes sense. They take one. There's the Nexus. And a Memnite. Neato. And a Mystic. Wow. Goes and gets Hammer. Makes sense. Okay. Red, blue, Metamorphose, floating red, blue. Okay. Blue, draw a card. Awkward as heck. Let the mana drain. Begin combat, swing out. Assuming we'll see block and then no blocks. Smack opponent for 5. Castle Ardenvale. Okay. Sigarda's Aid. Yep. Problem is we can't target that one. So we will need exactly a braid off the top. That can fetch us a mountain, which will allow us to gut shot. Guess the Memnite. She'll trigger these two. Memnite will die, and then we have Stormwing Entity going for blue 1, so we have a blocker against that creature. We'll have a Scry going top. Hoping opponent doesn't have double hammer. Does opponent have double hammer? Opponent swings with both. I have to block there. Cranial plating, which will be enough. Yep. All right, because that's a 3-2, and then they can animate the Inkmoth Nexus using the Inkmoth Nexus, making it a 4-2. We do not have any way to deal with that. We go to exactly 0. And we knew we'd be drawing that into that. So we'd be at 2. Kill the Stone Forge. Draw another card. We draw a Swift Spear, so this would be 3, 6, 7. We wouldn't have got there. Off to a not so great start with this blue-red Prowess deck. Let's see if we can come back. It's tempting. Screw it. Why not? Let's show why you don't keep one-landers. That fetch, shock, red, soul scar, pass turn. We've got quite a bit of options if this soul scar mage gets to stick around. Something tells me it is not. Okay. That is why we fetched blue, so that way we have this opt to try to find either another answer or land. We could have kept that Soulscar Mage around. We had the Mutagenic. I probably should have done that. That would have been the better line, now that I'm thinking about it. I just didn't think before saying okay. Green, Utopia Sprawl, and then they probably have Elf, Bird. Okay. I want to keep this one around. Gut shot there. So go ahead and go for this opt. See if we can't hit a land. Get that bolt in. Knock opponent down to 9. For mana, we're looking at either a Bloodbraid Elf or something on 3. Utopia Sprawl. Name's green? Name's red again. Villages, sure. We're currently on the hope they don't have second pillage plan. Okay, Elder Gargaroth is a card. Mutagenic. Cool. And they're going with block, create a 3/3. We'll go with 2 damage there. So it's a 4/4. Mutagenic. Pump our dude. They have a 3/3. They lose their Gargaroth and they go down to 5. Okay, well, there's the pillage. Makes sense that they don't swing with the beast. We're gonna hold back. We just need 1 land now that we have this lava dart. There's a Colossus, so we need to kill him next turn. Okay, we are in trouble. They don't have much, but this Colossus is gonna start going to town. Okay. So we have 15 lands. Third of our deck is now lands. We go down to 7. They're up to 9. Doesn't really matter what this is. Ooh, it's a stomp. That'll looks like it'll seal our fate. As they do that, they play out this Bone Crusher. Colossus isn't online yet, but it's 1 pip away. And they can swing for 3 with no fear. We're at 7. We go down to 4. 2 activations of Colossus and we die. We finally hit that land. A turn too late. Let's just see what was coming up. Cool. Doesn't matter. They turn that corner. Okie doke. This is where the gusts come in. This is where Dragon Claws can come in. We can go ahead and take out some number of Stormwing entities, because I don't think we're ever going to be casting that card. First Lightning seems mediocre. Gut Shot seems mediocre. Need to remove 3, so cut 1 Gut Shot, 2 Burst Lightning. I don't know if we want these Kozilek's return. Most of their stuff is big. Run it like so. Okay, hands gas, except for the fact that we have no lands. And we can keep this bottom. I guess bottom the mire. Shock this in, play out this Soul Scar Mage. This way we have the growth in case they try to stop with a bolt. Fetch. Basic Forest. Elf or Utopia Sprawl? Sprawl. Okay. That's a pretty good card. A lava dart opponent. Cast that with Spectacle. Okay. I want to hold the growth in case they have Bolt. And this way they have to use double Bolt. Flooding out here is a bit awkward. But they kept a one-lander. Okay, there's their second land, so they have one red. Draw ourselves a card with the Islet. It's another land. That's on the bit unfortunate side of things. Flash that back and get in for 4. As a bolt. Okay. Has weathered the storm. They gain 12 life. Probably not winning this game now. Utopia Sprawl number 2 goes double red, so they have double red, double green. I'm surprised we're not seeing like a seasoned pyromancer here. Makes me wonder what on earth they have in hand. Torch of Defiance. Dragon's Claw. Get rid of that Chandra, because that's just going to be a problem card. And pass the turn. Gargaroth comes down. Up 6 mana. Awakened Inferno. Always, yes. Always yield. Okay. This might just be Emblem. That's what I'd do. Bloodbraid Cascades into Clothis. Well, we're not in a great spot, especially considering how that Clothis is online. That Awakened Inferno deals 1 there. Yep. Ben has Relic. probably goes ahead and pops Relic. Gets in for 3, we go down to 15, making all the life that we gained after this Dragon's Claw meaningless. We now need a way to kill the Chandra Awakened Inferno, which will turn off Clothis for 1 turn. Well, there's the card that we needed. Opponent, why? Why'd you not play this pre-combat when I had no cards in hand? Because you just missed out on 4 damage. You just missed out on a free 4 damage. Reduce the clock. They eat their own blood braid. Oh, look, this time they know to play the card first. Pitches angers. It's Renin 6. Renin 6 down tick. Takes me to 12. And they've got 9. Neat. All right. Off to a terrible start with this blue-red prowess list. We are 0-3. Doesn't necessarily feel like it's the deck's fault, though. It feels like it's either I'm not piloting it right, or not drawing well, or it's just a bad matchup. Anyway, see you guys in match 4. All right, we won the die roll. We will gladly take the play. Hand's a bit on the weak side, but we'll try it. It's got 2 lands. It's got a threat. It's got opts. Opponent's got to stop on our upkeep. Good to note. Begin combat. Swing for 1. Hope they don't have the turn 1 bolt. Okay, there's the bobble. One of the key indicators that we figured they were going to have. So bobble, no Luris, makes me think Grixis Death Shadow. The Marsh Flats is an interesting one, however. Godless Shrine shocks it in on the instep. Let's go ahead and see what we're drawing. Yield to the Swift Spear. Oh, 3 triggers. Sure. Double Swift Spear doesn't sound bad. Okay, they indeed had the push. 'Tis fine though. Okay. They gonna get their second land, they fetch. Let's go, opponent. Let's see what you got. They shock. Tide Hollow, sure. Take your pick of bolt or bolt. Tip. Tide Hollow Scholar's getting bolted. Don't let opponent know that one, though. Bolt there. Get our bolt back. Bolt opponent. Go ahead and get this into play tapped. Go for the gut shot play. Sorry, we've got nothing in hand. And they'll be within bolt range. Or burst lightning range. Or lava dart range. They'll be dead to lots of things. Cool. It's a lava dart opponent, you're dead. I just wanted to see if you were running baths. Alright, so we're facing black-white taxes. A Braid and Return don't seem terrible. Everything else is mediocre at best. We'll bring in these 4 shave on an entity, a reveler, and a mutagenic, and an opt. Why not? Try it like that. See how we do. Tempting. We'll try it. Okay, they play out a bobble. Assuming bobbles us. Makes sense. Godless Shrine. Shocks in Godless Shrine. Inquisition takes probably Swift Spear. That'd be my take, unless we have another, especially if we have another Swift Spear on top. They do that. They've got a bubble. Okay. What'll happen? We draw a dart, which is unfortunate. I go ahead and see what we're drawing the turn after this. This probably Tide Hollow Sculler. Another Inquisition can take Gut Shot. Yep. Land drop? Or did they keep a 1-laner and are they about to be punished for it? Nope. Unfortunate. Okay. We're flooding. Let's go ahead and just crack this to draw. Again, we should be doing that at the end step. But I'll miss sequence from time to time because I'm not thinking. Suboptimal plays. They did not crack the fetch land, however. Tide Hollow Sculler. They now see that we've got the Soul Scar Mage. Probably takes Reveler here. It takes a dart. Okay. I disagree wholeheartedly with that decision, but I'll let opponent do what they want. Upkeep, we draw. Okay. Soul Scar Mage. And then depending on what they do. Because if they go to try to process this with an Eldrazi processor, we can double dart it. If they don't, they have the push. We can still double dart. Not that we need to. Okay, they draw a card with their Silent Clearing. We'll draw. Ooh. Tempting. It'll be next turn. We'll fetch and shock. Blue and red and Sprite Dragon. Lava Dart. Lava Dart. We'll get our Lava Dart back. Combat will swing for 3. Opponent's clinging our gut shot. Opponent goes down to 10. Mardu. Okay. Unearths the Tide Hollow Sculler. Sure. Probably takes Lava Dart. Yep. Mardu. What is the red for? When it goes down to 6, do they have the processor? So they have double red. Anger? That seems like a mistake. Because then you lose the dart, and we get to dart stormwing entity. Swing, see if they block. Take opponent down to 1. So they can't crack that fetch land. One, two, three, four. Cling. Okay. Damage, take you to 1. Blue, blue, play out this storming entity. Scry 2, see what we see. Bottom top, pass turn. Opponent's at 1. Got double path. Got anger plus bolt. What on earth is this red for? Okay. Now they cling a land. I don't know why you wouldn't be clinging these Soulscar mages. All right. 02020220. Let's see if we can end this on a slightly positive note of 2-3. Okay, we won the die roll. We will gladly take the play. Hand's got 2 Sprite Dragons and a Burst Lightning. A bit slow on the uptake, but we'll try it. Okay, we're looking at a powder deck. Not only a powder deck, a colorless Eldrazi powder deck that runs Chalice. Okay. Gemstone. What was exiled with Gemstone? Smasher. Wow. Okay. We're off to a terrible start. Not really, but at the same time. Okay, there's 3 mana. Matter Reshaper? Yep, Matter Reshaper. Of course. That, shock it in. Blue, red, Sprite Dragon, combat, swing for 1. Where Matter Reshaper has no haste, nor reach. My dragon is not afraid. Exiled Simeon. Here comes Thought Knot. Second Simeon exiled. Here comes Smasher. Okay. We take 8, go to 10. One has got 1 card in hand. Okay. Things ain't looking pretty for us. So, Manamorphose, grow 1 dragon. Play out second dragon, grow both dragons, get rid of the reality. Or get rid of the Matter Reshaper. Or if we do that, we hit for 5. Other way, we hit for 4. But next turn, we could hit for more. They may reveal the card Pew Pew. Yep. It's Seagate, and they'll probably put that into play. Yep. Okay, now we've got 2 2/2s. We will need to grow really large next turn to not be dead. To good old Powder Eldrazi. Yep. That's exactly what I said. Okay. Smasher comes in, takes us down to 4. So 6. Okay, second Reshaper comes down. Fun. So this Bloodstained Mire is worthless. Ooh. Cast this Manamorphose. Go with red blue. We draw Bolt, cast this Manamorphose off of red blue. So we're looking at 8. 8. 10, 12, 14. Who needs to worry about things? We'll just draw lethal. No big deal. Here's hoping they don't have the gut shot. They did not have the gut shot. Double Manamorphose there was exactly what we needed. Okay. So facing Eldrazi aggro. There's nothing we want. They don't cast red spells. They don't care about their graveyard. Their creatures are too big to be killed by Kozilek's return. A Braid's better than Gut Shot at killing their things. A Gut Shot's cheaper for us for prowess purposes. They don't play red or green permanents, and they don't really cast non-creature spells besides Chalice. Chalice of the Void. Yes, we want these Abrades. We'll change the Burst Lightnings out for Braids. I'm glad I remembered. We saw that card off of the Serum Powder. Anne's got Chalice removal. Why not? Chalice on one? Chalice on one. Okay. Here's hoping they don't have the turn 2 Thought-Knot Seer. Because we will just straight scoop to that card. Thank God. They did not have the turn 2. There's a Ratchet Bomb. Okay. This Ratchet Bomb's about to do work. Unless they put it past 1. Okay. Ooh, no Thought-Knot. Get rid of that Chalice. Play out the Islet. Go with a Soulscar Mage. And a Swift Spear. We're not going to play out the other Soulscar Mage. We just want to play down enough threats that this Ratchet Bomb wants to be popped. Yep. Now we'll play out the Soulscar Mage. Okay. They had a good amount of disruption. I can't be mad at them. Blast Zone enters the battlefield. Sure. Scalding Tarn past the turn. Next turn we'll have Stormwing Entity, just hard cast. Serum Powder. Okay. One has 1 card left in hand. No idea what it could be. Don't really care either. Blue, 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 red. Stormwing Entity, ETB, Scry2. What do we see? Okay. I like both of those cards, so we'll keep them both there. One's at 20, -4. They have the spatial contortion, so it doesn't matter. Blink Moth gets animated and comes in. You never animate both Blink Moth's opponent. Never. I let pass turn. Let's see if they make that mistake twice. Ghost Quarter. Okay. They animate one. They animate the other. Yes. Let your greed get the best of you. Love it, Art. Love it, Art. Draw a card. Draw a card. Okay. Swift Spear. They can't blow up the blast zone, so I'm not afraid of it. They have the dismember. Okay. Right, because they're doing this with the prowess on the stack, so we can't get it to live by flashing it back. Cool. And now we're both in top deck mode. Problem is their payoff top decks are a lot stronger than our top decks. Okay, Reshaper's not that scary. How many lands do we have in the deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 non-mountains. 3 mountains. We go down to 7. Got shot. Cast off of Spectacle. And play out the Sprite Dragon. I guess we probably could have waited on that. Because now they can blow up Sprite Dragon with Blast. I mean, they could do that at any point anyway. Uptick a Blast Zone to 2. And then they have 1-on-1, 1-on-2. They can blow up our 1-drops or our 2-drops. Meaning we can't get this Sprite Dragon too lethal. We've got just 1 lava dart. We'll take 3. Go to 4. Opponent's got second matter reshaper. Opponent's got Eternal Scourge. We draw Islet, meaning we get a redraw. We draw Bolts. Okay, opponent puts a Ratchet Bomb onto the battlefield. Go ahead and force them to just exile their Scourge. And then they're just going to go ahead and blow up this Blast Zone. Sure. We're both left with no threats. Although they get to replay theirs. Wow. Yeah, I know. Scourge plus whatever's on top. Second Scourge. Okay. How do I beat 2 Scourges with 1 card? I don't. Neat. Okay. So, like, I can kill 1. They'll hit us for 3. We'll be down to 1. We get 1 more draw. It's the land. We die. Cool. Still don't disagree. Kozilek's Return doesn't kill the Eternal Scourge. Take the play. Have a hand that's more aggressive. I said a hand that's more aggressive. There we go. Thank you. Okay, they powdered. Getting rid of 2 removal spells. We'll drop an opt. They go down to 5. Okay. Just a single powder. Cavern. Name's Eldrazi. At least I'm assuming this name's Eldrazi. It might not, but it does. Exile the Simian. Go ahead, show me the Chalice on 1. cast with Spectacle. Land. Awkward. Hey, thank you for the raid, Fluffy. How'd your stream go? I know you were playing Vespalark. How'd that go? We are currently not having a lot of luck with blue-red Prowess. As you can see, we're 1 in 3. And we're facing Serum Powder Eldrazi. First league was better. Good to know. Let's go ahead and do blue-red. See if we can do things. You okay there, MTGO? Fun. So we could pump for 2. Don't think that's what we want to be doing. So we'll let this end out. And then just hit for 2 right now. Hope opponent doesn't have anything in hand, that they just kept a Chalice of the Void hand and said this card's good enough to get us there. Okay, charge counter goes onto the Ratchet Bomb. And they can now blow up our Soulscar Mage. We lose that Arid Mesa, that's fine. Blast Zone on 1. They kept a pretty good hand against us for a 5-lander. Play this into play tapped. See if we can't just poke for 1. Minimalistically, I believe Stormwing Entity is still on cast. Is the reduction. We don't have to have this bolt resolve. But I don't have a way to quickly pull that up. There's the Eldrazi Temple. Show me the Reality Smasher. Oh, only 4, meaning it's a Thought Knot Seer. You can take one of our 1-drops, opponent. They're not doing us any favors. A Braid off the top, maybe? Sprite Dragon. Okay. It's just a 1/1 right now. But we can minimalistically grow it with the bolt. If they have the Warping Whale. Right? Yeah. Because it wouldn't. Ping opponent for 1. Let's see how we do. So opponent could uptick this Ratchet Bomb and then blow up Blast Zone, blow up Ratchet Bomb. Remove our board state. Does indeed seem to be the line that they're taking. Unfortunate, but not surprising. And just hitting us for 4. We're fine with this for now. Down to 16. Let's go ahead and crack this fetch land. We don't need to be holding it. We need to deck thin a bit. Don't shock it in. Okay, well, so much for deck thinning. So again, we could be playing this bolt with that ratchet bomb. It doesn't matter. If this gets too big, they destroy us anyway. Or they destroy it. 1, 2, 3, 4. What, we doing 4 chalice on 2? You drop a chalice on 2, I concede. Beef prowess. Okay, they're going with this animate plan. Let's see, have they learned their lesson to not animate both? They have. I'm surprised. But they didn't learn their lesson to use the other one to pump. Okay. I should have done this beforehand. But hey. Draw ourselves another card. Hey. We can now technically try to block the Thought Knot Seer. Doesn't really buy us much, or they'll just... Why? They've been holding it for so long. Why do they pop it here? I guess if they have Reality Smasher. Is that their last card, Reality Smasher? No, it's a Chalice on 2. We can't beat Chalice on 1, Chalice on 2. Going 1-4 with blue-red prowess. Okay. Faced a lot of decks I wasn't expecting to face, I'll be honest. We faced black-white smallpox for game match 1. We faced mono-white hammer for match 2. Match 3... I forget what it was. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah, it was Ponza. So match 3 was Ponza. Match 4 was black-white taxes type thing. And then match 5 was mono colorless Eldrazi. So a very interesting, yeah, I would say a very interesting set of matchups. Not your like Ponza I was expecting to run into this league. All the other 4? No. Not what I was expecting. So that's it for the blue-red prowess.